What's up, YouTube? How y'all feeling again? Welcome back to my channel. We do reactions every single week. Bro, I was making that Tyler's new album. I already made a video, but YouTube would not let me upload that. So I was livid. But hey, we checking out totally wrong things. Everyone still believes totally wrong facts. Everyone still believes. The dude's channel is called Chill Dude Explains. If you wanna check him out for yourself, shout out to my guy. Hey, let's get into it, bro. I'm ready to learn something new, man. I like learning. Let's go. Anytime now.
The sugar high lie. Every parent thinks giving their kids sugar turns them into a tiny tornado. But that idea is completely wrong. Scientists tested this. They gave some kids sugar, others got fake sugar, and neither the kids nor their parents knew who got what. The result was absolutely nothing. The sugar kids weren't any more hyper than the no sugar kids, but when parents thought their kid—
Bro, what the fuck? Bro, I could not eat anything sweet after like 8 p.m. My mom would be like, oh, you won't be able to sleep because there's school tomorrow. What the fuck? I believed that my whole life. Bro, what the hell?
sugar, they suddenly started seeing them as hyperactive. They watched their kids like hawks, waiting for any sign of energetic behavior.
Wow.
Kid jumps once, they blamed the sugar.
Wow.
Kid laughs, sugar rush. This whole thing started back in the 1970s, when a doctor claimed food additives were making kids hyperactive. Parents jumped on that idea immediately. A kid bouncing off the walls at a birthday party probably has more to do with being at a birthday party than the cake they just ate. They're excited, playing with friends, maybe sleep deprived. Those kids would be just as hyper if you gave them sugar-free.
My life is a lie. Do y'all believe this too, right? Do y'all remember, like, if your parents told you the same things? Because my life is a lie right now. Damn. All that time, I chose not to eat anything sweet.
Number 9, your brain isn't slacking off. You've probably heard that humans only use 10% of their brains.
We don't?
That's about as true as saying fish only use 10% of the ocean. This myth is so popular that Hollywood made entire movies about it. The ones where someone takes a magic pill and suddenly they're solving quantum physics while doing backflips. Your brain is already going full throttle all the time. Scientists can watch brains light up in real time using special scanners, and they see activity everywhere, all the time. Even when you're sleeping, your brain is working. It's controlling your breathing, managing your heartbeat, and replaying embarrassing memories. Your brain only makes up 2% of your body weight, but this overachiever uses 20% of your body's energy. That's like having a tiny space heater that eats all your electricity. If 90% of your brain was really doing nothing, evolution would have removed it ages ago. Nature doesn't keep useless stuff around. The proof is what happens when any tiny part of the brain gets damaged. Even a small injury can cause major problems. This 10% myth likely came from a Harvard researcher in the 1800s who said people weren't living up to their full potential. Then someone misinterpreted that to mean we only use 10% of our brains. Number 8. Pennies from heaven won't kill you. You've probably heard that a penny dropped from the Empire State Building could punch through someone's skull. That's not true. When someone drops a penny from—
Alright, this one I've never believed, bro, because it just doesn't make any sense, bro. Like, alright, the brain thing, that kind of had me on a little bit on edge. Like, I was a 50-50 on it. But the penny thing just always confused me. Because people will be saying, like, the higher you throw an object, you know, the heavier it falls. And I'm just sitting there like, a penny? Like I feel like the wind would just slow it down. Like if you drop a penny from like, you know what I'm saying, like from an airplane, it's not about to smash into like the ground and leave a whole crater. I feel like, I don't know, but I always feel like the wind would just slow it down, aerodynamic. It'll keep waving up and down until it fails. I don't know. Let me hear the explanation though.
It starts falling, picking up speed thanks to gravity. But then air resistance kicks in. Air isn't empty space. It pushes back against anything moving through it too fast.
Who believes that?
The penny hits these air molecules and starts tumbling. By the time it falls about 50 feet, it reaches terminal velocity, which is just 25 miles per hour. That's slower than an average bicycle rider. Getting hit by a penny at that speed would feel like someone flicking you. Annoying, but not fatal. If you drop that same penny in a vacuum, like space, it would reach speeds over 200 miles per hour. But down here on Earth, you're more likely to get seriously hurt by a falling ballpoint pen. Those are aerodynamic enough to act like tiny arrows. Number 7. Lightning's repeat offender status. The saying lightning never strikes the same place twice is wrong. The Empire State Building
Yeah,
gets hit by lightning around 25 times every year.
I knew that
There
was
was a
fake.
park ranger named Roy Sullivan who got struck by lightning 7 different times.
Damn.
They called him the human lightning rod. He
Damn.
survived all 7 strikes.
What the
After
fuck?
the 4th strike, his co-workers started avoiding him during...
Damn. 7 lightning strikes and he survived. I mean, I never believed that. Like, you got hit by lightning and that's it. And, like, you know, it won't hit you again. But I used to believe, like, you know, maybe some tiny bit, you become the Flash. Not really, but when I was a kid, I was like, yeah, I want to get hit by lightning, you know, to become the Flash. This motherfucker got hit 7 times. How are you still alive? No powers?
storms. Lightning often hits the same tall objects repeatedly. If you're the tallest thing around, like a lone tree in a field, you're basically a target during a storm. Lightning can strike miles away from the actual storm. These are called bolts from the blue because they can come out of a clear blue sky. You could be out there when the sky looks clear, and suddenly lightning strikes. Number 6. Vikings left their horns at home. Vikings never wore horned helmets into battle.
Oh, I
This
never knew
whole
that.
horned helmet thing was made up by theater costume designers in the 1800s. They were designing costumes for opera performances and thought horns looked dramatic. They accidentally created one of history's biggest fashion lies. Going into battle wearing something that gives your enemy 2 perfect handles to grab is not practical.
True.
Or the horns could get stuck on tree branches during a raid. The real Viking helmets that archaeologists have found were plain protective gear, maybe with a nose guard. They did find some horned helmets in Denmark, but these were from 3,000 years before the Vikings. These ancient helmets weren't for fighting.
Ragnar
They were
Lothbrok.
ceremonial, like an ancient crown. Some opera costume designers from the 1800s
If you know, you
likely
know.
saw these ancient ceremonial helmets and thought, perfect, let's make the Vikings wear these. Now millions of people think Vikings ran around with horns on their heads. Number 5. Your razor isn't making you hairier. You've probably heard that shaving makes your hair grow back thicker and darker.
Yeah.
That's complete nonsense. When you shave, you're giving each hair a tiny flat top.
Have I just been living a myth, bro? Oh, like, I mean, I did question it. Oh, shave before, you know, shave this if you want your mustache to go back. I'm like, why is cutting something making it grow faster? Like, but so many people believe it. Like, stereotypes, bro. Like, it's peer pressure. You know what I'm saying? Peer pressure is not someone just forcing you to do something. Peer pressure is everybody doing, you know, one thing, and you know, for you to not look crazy, you kind of like, yeah, let me just do that. Because why would you shave to grow, and then keep shaving it off so it can grow longer? Like, you're cutting it. That's dumb.
Cut. Imagine cutting a tree straight across with a chainsaw. That stump feels rougher than the natural tapered end of a branch. Same thing happens with your hair. When it grows back, it feels thicker because you've created thousands of tiny flat-topped hair stumps. Scientists have studied this for decades. They found shaving has 0 effect on your hair growth. Your hair's thickness, color, and growth rate are locked in by your genes. That razor isn't reprogramming your DNA. If shaving really made hair grow thicker, every balding guy would be shaving their head daily. We'd have found the cure for baldness in a can of shaving cream. But Jeff Bezos is still bald, despite being able to afford infinite expensive razors. The myth persists because the stubble feels convincing when it grows back. It's the same old hair, just with a blunt end. Number 4. Swim whenever you want. Your mom probably told you to wait 30 minutes after eating before swimming.
Even take a
Warning
shower.
you get cramps and drown. This myth is so widespread, even lifeguards used to enforce it. But there's 0 evidence swimming after eating is dangerous. Not a single documented case exists of someone drowning because they ate before diving in. The theory was that after eating, blood rushes to your stomach
Bro,
for digestion.
I don't
And your
even
arms and
shower
legs without enough blood,
after I
causing
eat.
cramps.
Like,
When
I
it
wait
comes
for
to
like
handle both
1 to
digestion
2
and
hours
swim,
to
you might get a
get in the
mild
shower
cold
after I
swimming
eat.
right after a huge meal.
What the
To
fuck?
running after eating. The American Red Cross confirms this isn't a real danger. Competitive swimmers actually eat during their training sessions. Maybe don't eat an entire pizza right before intense swimming. Number 3. Your head isn't a heat chimney. Your mom probably told you, put on a hat or you'll freeze to death. That whole, you lose 50% of your body heat through your head thing is nonsense.
I never
This
heard
myth
that.
started with an old army survival manual claiming 40 to 45% of body heat escapes through your head. But in their test, they dressed people in full winter gear and left their heads exposed. Of course, most heat escaped through their heads. It was the only part not covered. Your head makes up about 10% of your body's surface area. so it can only lose about 10% of your body heat. Heat loss is actually proportional to whatever skin is exposed. Your head might feel extra cold because it has more blood vessels close to the surface, but you're not actually losing significantly more heat there compared to other exposed body parts. The only time this advice actually makes sense is for babies and small kids.
Alright, see, I never actually knew that one. Like, I didn't know it was a rule or a myth. But that's crazy to believe, though. I mean, I believe worse things, so I guess it's not that crazy.
Everyone said 3-second memory. That's complete nonsense. These fish are actually pretty smart. Scientists put goldfish in mazes. They not only solved them, but remembered the solution months later. These fish can even...
Hey, the goldfish memory thing, that's from Ted Lasso, bro. If you never seen Ted Lasso, it's almost a comedic show, but there's a saying on there like, be like a goldfish. Like whatever bad thing happened to you, like I think he said they have a 3-second memory span. Just forget that shit and move on with your life. My fault for cursing YouTube. But yeah, I got that from Ted Lasso. I don't know if I believed it, but nah, I know not to believe
nice
it.
faces. Imagine being a goldfish, swimming in your bowl, thinking, oh look, it's Dave again with the food. They can also learn tricks. Some goldfish trainers have taught them to do things like swim through hoops or play soccer. Some goldfish have learned to tell different pieces of music apart. And they can do all this with a brain smaller than a pea. Scientists think studying goldfish brains might help us understand human memory better. Number 1. Gum doesn't stick around for years. That story about swallowed gum staying in your stomach for 7 years is a lie. When you swallow gum, it travels through your digestive system just like any other food. The only difference is that your body can't break it down. Think of gum like corn kernels. It just passes right through. Most gum is out of your system within...
Bro, I used to cry as a kid if I swallow gum, bro. They say it's gonna kill you. Like, the gum will stretch in your stomach, clogging your intestine and shit, grabbing this, grabbing that, sticking them together, so eventually it's gonna kill you. Oh my. I mean, I stopped swallowing gum, I mean, as a kid, but I don't know if I still believe it now. I mean, I guess now I don't, but like, I didn't think I believed it, but I look it did, because I don't swallow gum. You know what I'm saying? Nor should you swallow gum, but I used to be terrified. The gum thing and seeds. If you like, you swallow an orange seed or an apple seed. When I was a kid, they would tell you like, oh, because you're drinking water, you're kind of watering the plant inside of you, and the seed's gonna grow and you're just gonna die. I was like, bro, kids are crazy. Why did I believe that? What the fuck?
It doesn't stick to your insides. Your stomach is constantly moving and pushing stuff along. And those stories about gum causing problems, unless you're swallowing huge amounts of gum constantly, you're probably fine. Humans have been chewing random stuff for thousands of years. Ancient Greeks chewed tree resin. Mayans chewed chicle. None of them died from 7 years of gum buildup. Gum won't stick in your stomach, but it can stick on sidewalks for years. That's all for...
Damn. I learned so much, bro. I appreciate y'all again. Leave a like, comment, subscribe. Check out the guy's channel. He has things for everything, man. And we'll do more reactions on this channel. I appreciate y'all. Y'all take care. Tribe Leader, out.